Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Khan. All praises to the Most High, power, Yahweh, in the
Oh,
name of His only
praises.
begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? That's to say, all praises to the Most High power, the Most High God. Uh,
That's
uh,
right.
um, his true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh. In the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Excuse me.
That's right.
Come, we are the trees of righteousness, right back at it, on this Tuesday night time travel. I'm General
Right.
Captain J-Ho, excuse me.
And I'm Gerald Hezekiah.
Kind of, we're the trees of righteousness. Our brother, shout out to our brother, Chief Yamea. He may be in the chat if you get a chance. Brother's a little under the weather, but we're going to hold it down for him.
That's
We
right.
still the trees. We still out here to feed the folk. And, we got a good video tonight. Most High willing, by the Spirit, we get some edification. We get some understanding, and we get to see you know, what the Lord said would happen. We get to see, how the Bible unfolds in real life.
That's right. Because these words, they're like the words in the book aren't just words in a book. They tell you about things to come. We have prophecy in there. We have wisdom.
Right.
Like it's all these things were given to us for our understanding and for our knowledge.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Right back.
Huh. And we know there's nothing new under the in the
That's
past
right.
gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's a perpetual. So yeah, we let this thing let a few of our brothers and sisters join us a little bit. Um,
Right.
Con. Um, Maybe talk about a few up and coming events. Oh, we got a few prayer requests, man. All praise to the Most High. We are here to stand in the way and actually petition the Most High on behalf of our brethren.
That's
There's a
right.
lot of stuff going on, a lot of things going on, but we're still here and we're standing on the rock, which is Yahweh Shai. You know, and we'd like to just lift up some prayer requests. For our brother. We have a brother that was injured, a week or two ago. Brother Kobe, close to the camp, dearly
Right.
beloved brother,
Con.
and he's recovering in the hospital now. But prayer is going up for the brother there. Um, Let me know if I'm forgetting anybody, King. I know we got brother Kobe, we got sister Jarnisha, prayers going up for the sister, sister, she have some issues there, medical issues, and
That's right.
we just want to lift her up in prayer as well. Um,
Con.
God,
Oh, we got also, okay,
uh,
of course we're gonna be praying for throw up some prayers for Chief
yeah,
that he come through with some healing. The brother's just feeling a little bit under the weather, but most high willing, the healing wings of Yahweh will come down upon him.
con, con.
Also, Shalom, Labella.
Shalom,
Shalom.
shalom. Shout out to the chat already. Peace,
That's what it
peace,
is. That's
King.
beautiful.
Con.
Also, this weekend we had a few people that actually asked for some prayer too.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. There you go,
we
King.
had Sister Kim and her family. She ended up getting some bad news about her uncle.
Right.
It's unclear if he the condition he's in, but just throw up some prayers for her and her family. I
Con,
guess during this time, um, she was something that her uncle is James Murphy,
con.
and so say some prayers for them and their family on that. And we also had Sister Sharika. Was that what her name was? Sharika?
Oh yeah, yeah, I think so. I think that was
It
it.
was Sister Sharika. She wanted some prayer too. She's been just trying to get close with the Most High,
Okay,
looking for some wisdom and an insight from Him. So let's pray for
right.
that.
That's right. Oh man, we had some. When you go out to camp, man, we got a new spot. We checked out over there, and what was it, King?
Hosting
Hosting
shopping center.
Shopping Center. Yeah, yeah. And a lot of our people just not used to brothers. When how it is in our areas where we live in. You see some brothers outside, it's automatically a negative connotation. You know, if it ain't, you know, they selling drugs, they doing this. Normally, you know, we perpetuate violence and ignorance in the streets when you see us. But us, you know, Shalom in the chat. Shalom, God. Shalom, brother.
Hey,
Before you fight.
Shalom, brother Bill. Shalom.
Shalom. You know, normally when you see us in, you know, in the neighborhoods, us,
Right.
we try to project the light, you know, and a lot of people just not used to that light. They've been in darkness so long. So we had some people that actually were attracted to the light. They came
Right.
in and, you know, spoke with us like General said. You know, we had a few prayer requests. You know, we had some fellowship there, and then we had a lot of, you know, like it is normally, a lot of people scoffing and
Hey,
what you say about it, King?
what what about those people that had no time for the Most High?
Oh my gosh.
They
Nah,
said
she ain't had no time for the
not
most
they
high.
had
She ain't
they,
have time for
time
me.
for us, right? She said, "I ain't got time for you,
Golly. I said,
man."
that going, sister. You just you love the Lord, but you don't got no time for your brother. And you know, the Lord
Man,
says it's all tied in together. What do he
that's
say? The
right.
two commandments is love the Lord your God and love your brother like yourself.
That's right.
All of the other commandments hang on them. If you
Hmm.
all we 600 some odd commandments. If you do those, if you love the Lord the way you're supposed to and love your brother the way you're supposed to, you're gonna fulfill all the 600 laws,
Yeah,
right? Because if I'm
con,
wearing my
con.
fringes, that means I love the Lord. You
That's
know,
right.
you know what I mean? Not just praying to him and say, thank you, Lord, but I gotta be keeping the things that he told me to do. Same thing as if I love my brother, I'm not gonna cheat him, you know, on a money deal or steal from him or go behind his back and cheat on him, you know, or cheat on him with his wife or whatever, you know, adultery and all that type of
Con.
stuff. That's loving the Lord. That's loving your brother, you know.
Yep.
So our people
Precept.
just walk past us and we out there. It ain't like we didn't have something else to do, you know. We're out there, you know, not selling anything, but we're giving away the free gospel, the word, or at least just a
That's right.
conversation about the Bible. People out
Right.
there like we was just, you know, wasting their time, but we really trying to, you know, connect with our people.
That's right. We were there for them. Like
Huh?
yes, and they didn't understand that we were out there because we loved them.
Right.
And my precept I got here is First John 5, and I'll start at verse 2.
Huh.
Actually, I start at 5 and 1. It said, "Whoever believeth that Yahushua is the Christ is born of God, and everyone that loveth him that begot love him, that begat love of him, also that is begotten of him. And by this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments." Right?
Con.
That's what
Con.
Cat was saying when he said he put on his fringes so he can remember the commandments, because verse 3 is going to explain that. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments aren't grievous. Like it's
Right.
not hard to do. Like it's not hard to do, and they just point you back to loving the children of God. Like it's
Right.
by keeping the commandments.
That's right. That's right. Um, let me get that. Let me get this one scripture came real quick, if I
Con,
may. Let me pull it up. Okay. Can you give me First John? You in First John, right?
con.
Con 4:20, Baba Kashai.
It's First John 4 and 20. If a man say, "I love Yahweh," and hate of his brother, he is a liar.
Mm-hmm.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love Yahweh whom he have not seen?
Right. Right. Woman said, "Oh yeah, I got time for the Lord. I just ain't got time for you." My goodness.
That
Yeah.
was hey, that's how it be out here now.
Right.
Because like it's the hearts of the people wax cold towards their own people.
That's right.
But you saw how but you remember how they had time for that
The,
Edomite with the
the Edomite.
tie and the khakis.
Yeah.
They were sitting there
Yeah.
talking to him forever, but they said, "Oh, we'll give you 2 minutes," and then just got in their car, hopped off.
Oh, that's the worst thing too. They actually said, one woman actually said, "Yeah, I'm gonna give me a second. Let me go in this hair store. I'm gonna come back out. I'm gonna holler at you." You know what I mean? Then I holler. Oh no, I gotta do this, or I'm following my sister. Or, You know, then the
Right.
Edomite come. He's a casually dressed Edomite. She got time for him. I said, sis, you still gonna holler at us? We 10 steps away from you. You know what I mean? Oh no, she just hops in the car. They ain't got no time for us, man.
None.
So, you know,
It's
it
sad.
is what it is. It is what it is. Cold blooded. You know what I mean? Like that. Right.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember
Hey,
that.
man, we gotta you know, we can't wear our feelings on our shoulders.
That's
Con, I think
right.
that's what we just got. What is that? First John 4 and 6.
Mhm.
Oh no, we didn't get that. We got 4 and 20. He said 4
You
and
said
6. Let
four
me
and
get it.
six.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
That's
This
what
is First John 4 and 6. Let me
con.
bring it up so people know where I'm reading from. This is First John 4 and 6,
Mhm.
and it reads, "We are of God. He that knoweth God heareth us, but that he that is not of God heareth not us. Hereby we know we the spirit of truth. So, yeah. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error."
Con. So
Hey,
whoever hears the word of the most high, that's the ones that know the Lord. You know,
hey, great precept,
it
Chief.
really was. It really was. Long time. You know, you ain't
Huh.
got time for the Lord's words. You don't know the Lord.
Mm,
You don't know the Lord.
you def-
I was telling General, I said, man, ain't no way I call myself a believer and you out here with the Bible, whoever you is. You know what I mean? And I use Chief as an example. He on a, you know what I mean, random day going down the street. It's some people outside in the rain preaching, so-called preaching, right? Chief
right,
went to go defend the faith. You know what I mean? To contend for the faith out there for hours in the rain. That's probably how the brothers, you know what I mean? Have a brother got sick off of that too. Remember, I forgot about that one.
yeah,
You
you
know,
did.
so letting his body be a living sacrifice. Ain't no way I'm gonna see some brothers. It's a sunny day on the Shabbat. You know what I mean? I'm walking past. These brothers got Bibles and stuff, and they ask for a conversation. And I say, "Oh no, I ain't got time." Man, please. I'm gonna go over here and see what you know, and then I'm gonna go over here and you know what I mean. Hey, see if you
Right,
really doing what you're supposed to be doing according to the Bible. We gonna compare doctrine.
that's right, that's right. Hey, brother Bill he brought this scripture up right here. Oh, I think we both
We
clicking on
at
it
the
at the same
same
time.
time. Come.
And he brought out Ezekiel 15 and 7. It said, and it reads, "And I will set my face against them. They shall go out from one fire, and another fire shall devour them. And they shall know that I am the Lord when I set my face against them."
I like
And
that, brother. Bill.
yeah, that'll end up happening in the day. Hey,
Right.
when these people that don't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, love their brother like as they love themselves and love the Most High above all, they definitely ain't definitely gonna escape any kind of I want to say
Turmoil
condemnation,
and yeah,
any
yeah,
troubles.
yeah. That's right.
Like, they're gonna be going like they say in what it into the frying pan, into the fire, in from the
Yeah.
frying pan into the fire. That's
Right.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, and that's real. You know what I mean? And that's a terrible thing when the Most High said it, He turned His face against you. You know what I mean? Terrible thing. Yes, time is always, and it's very precious. You know
It
that at
is.
time is grace. You know, and that thing run out sometimes. You know.
Yeah, just
Um,
like we are saying, like, hey, we're not out there for ourselves. We were out there for them.
right,
Like we could have been doing anything.
right,
Look at, hey, but it's just like they said in the days of Noah. People just gonna be doing it, giving him. They're gonna be marrying and giving in marriage, drinking, being happy, and then all of a sudden, poof, just like that, the flood came, and the waters rose, and the people were gone. And
right,
that's how your house shot gonna come back. You're gonna be doing whatever you think you were doing. Hey, I gotta catch the game. Hey, I'm just gonna go in here, like it's buy some clothes real quick. I gotta get some hair extensions.
man,
Sisters in the hair. I gotta get something for my curls or whatever. And then
facts.
next thing you know, you're gonna be up in the sky, and it's gonna be too late.
Right. Hey, and he gonna purge us out. He gonna purge out the rebels. When he bring some of us into the wilderness, ain't gonna
That's
be
right.
none of that hair extension. And the hair store had so much business, man. They was booming. Wasn't
Yeah,
they booming?
man. They they people going in and
Wow.
out the whole time.
Yeah. Hey, they were booming at the hair store. I said, good
Like
gracious.
shalom, shalom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My goodness. You know.
that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But our people didn't want to hear it.
At all.
We were trying to give them the best news they could ever hear. That they the Most High's chosen people, and that He chose you above all people upon the face of the earth,
Right.
and that He has a blessing for those who keep the commandment, and then He has a reward that you ain't gonna want if you don't keep
Right. And it's so crazy because our people, they didn't want to hear nothing, man. Nobody wants to be, they don't want to be corrected. They don't want to, just leave them alone. That's what they will, just leave me, let me be, let me, I don't want no more. I don't want no less. Just let me be what I am. You know what I mean? And
it.
that's how they are now. But when that day come, man, when that day come,
And just think about it. The only people that came to hear it was that one sister
oh,
who really like that once I don't know like I don't know what she is. She don't even know what she was to be
yeah,
honest.
she had a lot of ethnicity there. Hey,
Right.
she came out, jumped out the car with money in hand, trying to, and she looked like an Edomite. Now we didn't treat her like an Edomite. We asked her what her nationality was, and she said her daddy had shalom, sis, shalom, shalom, shalom to the family in the chat, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
So,
Rev in the building.
huh. So yeah, we didn't even ask the sister. She just popped out. You know what I mean? Money in hand. You know what I mean? Hey, let me give y'all. We said, sis, we're not here for that. You know what I mean? We just here, preaching to the lost sheep, whatever. And she told us that she was, I don't even know, a few different
She had
nationalities.
Native American, she had Hispanic, she had
Yeah,
like German, she had man, you name it, she had it, but she was out there listening. She
right.
was sitting in, she came out of the store and then sat in her car and was listening.
And still, yeah,
Yep.
very humble, very humble.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, and I just likened her to a stranger, just in case she was. Maybe she wasn't, but we do see that oftentimes the strangers are the ones that listen. You know what I mean? The strangers are the one that come in and even though they can't really take hold of the covenant, they come and they try to, you know what I mean? Because they
Right.
want what we got, and we don't even understand what we got. We don't even care, but we want what they got.
Right.
Let me get that Jeremiah real quick. Let me get
And
a
that remind me of that.
Jeremiah.
That remind me of a psalm I was reading. Psalm 78.
Oh, you got it?
It said there we go. Because it was because Psalm 78 was talking about the generations of the people for it like it was literally going over our history, right?
No.
And then in the first few verses, it was telling you how we should be teaching them to our children, like how we should be out there teaching them to the people.
Right.
And then it said that I'll read 78 and verse 8. And might I'll start 7 actually, that they might set their hope in Yahweh and not forget the works of Yahweh, but keep his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation,
Right.
a generation that will not set their heart aright, and whose spirit is not steadfast with Yahweh.
Exactly who we are.
That's our people.
It's
Sad.
wild, man. When the Lord say this is going to happen, and you looking right, you walking right into it. He telling you, but you just going to do exactly what he said was going to happen. Like you can't
That's
even
right.
shake it. That's exactly who we are, man.
That's right.
Ah, my goodness. Let me get this one in Jeremiah real quick before we get started. Jeremiah 2 and verse number 11. It says, "Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet not God, no gods?
Right.
But my people have changed their glory for that which do not profit.
That's right.
Us, the Israelites, have changed in our glory. We changed in the Most High God for the gods of the other nations that are not gods at all. You
That's
know,
right.
verse 13 it said, "For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water."
Mm,
My goodness. And that's
that's
us.
crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild. Nevertheless, let's get on with the topic. We got enough people here. All praise to the Most High. Shalom to the chat. Shalom to everybody that's watching, everybody that shall watch. Peace and blessings to you. Let's get on with the topic.
Okay. I'm going to bring up the video so that we can go ahead and get everything moving.
Now, some of you may have heard of this, and some of you may not have. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I heard about it. I didn't know a whole bunch about it. Still don't. I knew it was an atrocity, and it's something I never heard of. The United States government, police force in Philadelphia, actually dropped a bomb on a black neighborhood in Philadelphia. You go to some of these neighborhoods, man. Detroit, Philadelphia, New Jersey got some, of course, New York, even Baltimore, man, Chicago. We got them all around, man. All in Florida. I ain't even gonna just say Miami, Texas.
Right.
Of course, California. But you go to some of these different neighborhoods, man, and it can get wild out there, But to actually have to drop a bomb, I mean, and they did worse atrocities. We're gonna read about it, and it's gonna have basically the same ending as all of these stories that we have. Who's the perpetrator? Who was held responsible? I don't want to give anything up, but it's just ridiculous, man, and it's appalling that we can go through so much stuff and people can still ask, why are y'all mad? Why are y'all racist? Why do you hate? Why do we hate?
Y'all go ahead and start playing that for you.
Let's check it out.
Here on Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez.
Today marks the 30th anniversary of a massive police operation in Philadelphia that culminated in the helicopter bombing of the headquarters of a radical group known as MOVE. The fire from the attack incinerated 6 adults and 5 children and destroyed 65 homes. Despite 2 grand jury investigations and a commission finding the top officials were grossly negligent, no one from city government was criminally charged. Here is how the bombing was initially reported in Philadelphia on WCAU radio.
I've just been advised that we have new videotape of the episode that apparently we think ended the MOVE situation tonight, the dropping of an incendiary device. And let's take a careful look at this. 5:27 p.m. State Police helicopter drops it. There is the explosion. As you can see, a very dramatic explosion that occurs 30 seconds and really rips into the MOVE compound. There you see the bunker, which soon will go up in flames. And that was the explosion close up. Now, if there's anybody there, standing there, it's obvious they couldn't survive that explosion.
That was WCAU TV, actually. We saw some video there. MOVE was a Philadelphia-based radical movement dedicated to Black liberation and a back-to-nature lifestyle. It was founded by John Africa, and all its members took on the surname Africa. In 2010, Ramona Africa, the sole adult survivor of the attack, told Democracy Now! What happened as the bomb was dropped on her house.
In terms of the bombing, after being attacked the way we were, first with 4 deluge hoses by the fire department, and then tons of tear gas, and then being shot at, the police admit to shooting over 10,000 rounds of bullets at us in the first 90 minutes. There was a lull. It was quiet for a little bit. And then, without any warning at all, 2 members of the Philadelphia Police Department's bomb squad got in a Pennsylvania State Police helicopter and flew over our home and dropped a satchel containing C4, a powerful military explosive that no municipal police department has. They had to get it from the federal government, from the FBI. And without any announcement or warning or anything, they dropped that bomb on the roof of our home.
That was Ramona Africa, the sole adult survivor of the attack on MOVE 30 years ago today. Today, a memorial will take place at the site of the bombing on Osage Avenue. Well, for more, we're joined in Philadelphia by Lynn Washington, award-winning journalist, former columnist for the Philadelphia Tribune, who's covered MOVE since 1975. He teaches journalism at Temple University. Both he and Juan were there that day covering MOVE, the MOVE bombing for the Philadelphia Daily News. We welcome you back to Democracy Now!, Lynn. Talk about that day, and Juan, too, your memories.
Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Juan. The one word that I would use to describe that day is surreal. To have witnessed police firing 10,000 bullets within a 90-minute period. The bullets were so intense that they were raining from the sky like hail. And then later in the afternoon to see a bomb dropped on a house occupied by children. And then the very callous decision of the authorities to let the fire burn was just unreal. It's a sight and a memory that I can't get out of my mind.
Well, Lynn, I remember it was a Mother's Day, 1985, and we were out there most of the day and saw that helicopter suddenly hover over the house and drop something. And I remember saying to you at the time, what's going on, until the explosion occurred. But the most fascinating thing, as you said, most people are not aware, is how long before, after the bomb dropped, before the firefighters even attempted to douse the flames that erupted.
It was almost an hour because we were sitting there on Cobbs Creek Parkway, and you and I were both talking, and actually talking to some of the firefighters as to why they weren't doing it. And the firefighters didn't know. What they were told was to not fight the fire, which is unbelievable. And we could watch, or actually we saw, the fire go from what looked like the beginning of a backyard barbecue grill fire to a blazing inferno, and we just literally watched it jump across the roof lines and also across the street. So by the time that the decision was finally made to fight the fire, it was a blazing inferno, and it was totally out of control.
And talk about who was in government, Juan, at the time. Who was the police commissioner? Who was the mayor? How did this bombing take place? The police bombed not just the MOVE house, it ended up burning down 2 blocks, city blocks in Philadelphia.
Yeah, because they didn't fight the fire, and it spread and destroyed the entire, square block area. But obviously the mayor at the time, Lynn, was Wilson Good, the first African-American mayor of the city. And the commission report later indicated that Good really wasn't in control of the situation. It was the police commissioner and the fire commissioner.
So Rizzo entirely?
No, it wasn't Rizzo. It was the, who was the police commissioner? It's been so long ago, I've forgotten.
The police commissioner at the, the police commissioner at the time was a guy named Gregor Sambor. And Mayor Good appointed him because they were trying to purge the department in some way of the influence of Frank Rizzo, who had been the police commissioner and then the mayor during the 70s when police brutality reached epidemic levels in Philadelphia. One of the things that gets lost in all of this is that, yes, there was this horrific bombing in the middle of May 13th, the day after Mother's Day in 1985. But actually a few days before the bombing, Sambor had ordered an anti-drug sweep that ended up arresting hundreds of people who were innocent, had nothing to do with drugs. The city ended up paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to settle that. And 2 weeks later, there was a dragnet in a Hispanic neighborhood where they were arresting people from 6 to 65 years old in an investigation involving the death of a police officer. And that death was initially reported as a domestic dispute between a police officer, another police officer, and a police woman.
Go ahead.
Can you run it back? Can you run it back about 20 seconds?
Yeah, give me.
Oh, actually, just over there, because he mentioned that he said there was a dragnet where, yeah, man, about 15 seconds. I don't want to mess it up. If you don't mind.
No, we can try.
About right there. Yeah.
Hey, I'll go. You want me to go ahead and play it now?
Yeah.
Had ordered an anti-drug sweep that ended up arresting hundreds of people who were innocent, had nothing to do with drugs. The city ended up paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to settle that. And 2 weeks later, there was a dragnet in a Hispanic neighborhood where they were arresting people from 6 to 65 years old in an investigation involving the death of a police officer. And that death was initially reported as a domestic dispute between.
That's wild.
So yeah, we heard a lot there, man. That the whole thing. Good gracious. Now they got a black mayor that said that he wasn't in control of anything. It was, I don't know if it was, they say it was out of his hands or,
right.
10,000 bullets shot at them for the first 90 minutes. There's an hour and a half they shooting 10,000 bullets. 10,000 bullets. Yes.
That's a lot of bullets.
Bro, this is a real war, King. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, all of the things that led up to it. They arrested, tons of innocent people. Then they went to a Hispanic neighborhood, arrested people from 6 to 65.
What a 6-year-old gonna do?
Bro, when has that ever happened to any other nation? Like, does that happen to the Chinese, little China? That ain't never. Hey, I
ain't never heard nothing like that.
Man, nah, man. And I don't want to segue into something else, but when does that happen to the other nations here? I mean, they so-called had the Middle East, so-called Middle Eastern man, whatever he was Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, whoever it was that they try to blame the 9/11 on.
Right.
Over here, they never did them like that. And you know what I mean? Anything go down. I mean, it's just crazy, man. We over here just, man, this is just, it's baffling, man. It's mind-boggling, man. I'm over here stuttering. I'm really at a loss for words, for real. I'm just really talking. Cause
I was just sitting there listening. I was trying to find the scripture, and then I just caught myself just listening for a while.
Yeah.
And I because I heard this earlier, but man, just to go back and listen to it again, like it.
Yeah.
It really just exposes the wickedness,
right,
of our government, how they really have a hatred for us. Because like you said, when have you ever heard of any other community this happening to them? But let's just be honest. There's just like basically like 4 different communities when you come to America. You got Asians, you got your Black and Hispanics, and you got your what you call whites, right?
Right.
Yes. And I can't whites and when it comes to Asians, I haven't heard that happening today community at all. Now,
never.
Actually, I do remember when during COVID. Remember when those Chinese people were holding up they houses and stuff with guns?
You talking about they
during
passed
COVID
that bill for them?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, we're being attacked," and they had guns and everything else. They were like, "Man, these people out for us." But hey, I got something on that. I'm gonna try to bring it out later because I found that out to be a lie, and somebody brought some statistics up for mentioning during that time about that hate bill. But I don't want to segue off into something else like you were saying.
Got it. Okay. Well, let me pull a couple of scripts just to go off of this. 6 to 65-year-old people they pulling in. Check this. Let me get can you give me Deuteronomy 28 and 50, Baba Shah?
Hey, we were thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the curses. And that's the main thing about all of this thing. Any precept, it's gonna be in the curses. Anything that we bringing out on these, man, we match the curses. It's going to come out. The Lord had already prophesied that they was going to do this. You get 50, 52. When you get a chance.
Sorry. Pages are sticking together.
You got it. I'm over here.
Here we are. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 50. Actually, let's start at 49.
Come.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right.
Nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
They don't give a damn. They don't care. You got your kids with you, your grandmama. They don't care. They're in a wheelchair. They just came out the womb. You know,
Right.
they don't care. Esau do not care. He don't give no cares. Let me just put it like
None.
that. You know, yeah. And he ain't ashamed of it either.
Hey, haven't they always been like that from the beginning though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, like yes, from when they didn't get the blessing, they were ready to kill. They're like, yes,
Right.
wait till my dad die. I'm coming after him.
And Jacob knew when he finally met back up with his brother, you know what I mean, in the book of Genesis, he knew he had to appease him with gifts and stuff. And he tried to act like, nah, don't worry about it, bro. I'm good. You know what I mean? And then he wound up taking the gifts at the end, you know, but and he was already straight. But Jacob knows that his brother was always greedy. You know what I mean? He already knows he had that greed in him. He could manipulate him by his greed, you know. But Esau, one thing outside of he got a lust for blood, and he got a lust for money. You know, that's why his first son's name was not his first son. One of his sons' name was it Teman? Teman, meaning my God is gold.
Yeah, Teman.
Yeah, I think it was Teman, and we ain't got to go all the way into it, but just to bring that out.
Yeah, they love things. They love the material things of the world.
Right.
Yeah,
Shalom to everybody in the chat. Everybody we get to speak to. Shalom, y'all. Thanks for joining. Peace to you.
Shalom.
Yeah, kick back and check this out.
Nah, you good? Because they've always been like that. They've been after us. Like you said, you can try to appease them, like it's with things. That's what they're concerned about. They like material things, because they know they ain't got no spiritual things saved up for them. They be ready for that, like, and you see that a lot when it just like with the article I sent you, like it's earlier how they get each other off on little things. They be really quick to care about they people. But when it come to us, that's one drug dealer in the building, bomb the whole building.
The whole building gone. You know what I mean? The whole building, regardless of who they connected to, what they got going on, kill them.
Right.
You know, that's Esau's motive, is kill them. You know, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about the movement a little bit that I, you know, Wikipedia, because I don't know a whole bunch about the people, you know, but I understand that they were people, you know, but you can see it's indicative of what they're doing over there in Gaza and all of that now. You know, they're bombing whole hospitals, neutral zones where people are actually fleeing. Regular people are fleeing for safety and for food and water. They cut the water off. These people they starving them out. I mean, not even just the military that they're going against, but the actual people. And they understand that these are people. I mean, people that's they bomb hospitals and they justify it.
Right.
If you don't know that the so-called white man who the Bible calls an Edomite, if you don't know that he is the devil on earth, you're lost. You're lost, and you're going to become, if you don't repent, if you don't wake up, if the Most High don't wake you up, you're going to come subject to his wickedness. You know?
Yeah.
God, Yahweh forbid.
Yeah. That's why it tells you in Revolution, come out of her, my people.
Right.
It's a warning that if you stay around these people, you're going to become just like them. And like you're going to start consenting to the things they do. You're going to start thinking, a man can be a woman. A woman could be a man. People don't have genders. Like two men can raise a family. Man, wow. I heard I was riding in the car earlier, and this lady said she identified as a hawk in human form, but she had glasses. But hawks supposed to see good, right?
They got great vision, miles up.
Man, I'm telling you, it was crazy.
Man, yeah, you sent that one clip of the woman. What What happened? What she do? She stabbed her.
She stabbed her boyfriend like 102 times.
Yeah, and let her off because they said that she was in a medically induced psychosis type thing
From
where,
from marijuana.
yeah, she smoked some weed and went off and stabbed him 102 times. Now they not even saying that. I mean, you're responsible for smoking the weed, so you were cognizant when you went and got the weed, smoked the weed, and then whatever you did after that, they say that wasn't you. Don't even worry about that. 40 hours of community or 100 hours of community service, no jail time. That's just
None.
crazy. I wonder if I wonder what type of what ethnicity was her boyfriend.
Yeah, they didn't show that. They didn't show that one bit.
Now I ain't saying it is Jake, but smell a little fishy.
Yeah, it do. It definitely smell fishy.
Man, let me get the
But
classic.
they known for doing us wrong.
Oh yeah,
they known for doing us wrong.
Hey, that's like a public service right there. You kill a black man, you know what I mean? Hey, you helping him out, you know.
Right.
Did you finish? Did you finish that in Deuteronomy?
Yeah. Unless you wanted to go into 51.
Yeah, no, 52
about the fruits of the cattle.
Not a 52. I had 50 and 52. I also got 66 and 67.
Okay, I'll go ahead and read 52. And it reads, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down.
So, we can tell it was a siege. They said they were shooting at him for an hour and a half, just the bullets, until they said, hey, we're just going to bomb them. You know what I mean? They set the fire, C4, she said. They got C4. You know what I mean?
They had to go to the government for that.
Yeah. I mean, you know how many permits you got to get to even get the helicopter off the ground? You know what I mean?
Right.
They got, every time a police pull out his service weapon and shot fired, you know what I mean? They got to tell the reason why. They said 10,000 bullets. They got the helicopter up, C4 drop, all these different permits. I mean, this was strategized. This was strategized on us. And we thinking, all we got to do is pool our money together, y'all, and we need to have our own police force, and we need to do this. We need to keep the laws of the Most High God. Because the Lord is the one that sent these people of a fierce countenance against us. You're fighting the devil without the help of the Lord. It's futile. Man. I'm gonna get Proverbs 20, the classic 20 and 24. Yeah. Salakia, 20 and 24. What is man going? Not man's going. Goodness. Salakia. I'm in Proverbs. I meant Job. Salakia, y'all. Job 9 and 24.
9:24.
Yeah.
I can grab that.
Come. The water.
This is Job 9 and 24. And it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Mm-hmm. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Right.
If not, where and who is he?
Everybody knows that Esau is the devil, according to the. Now, if we were still in so-called Christianity, we would have no idea. We would think the devil was a red dude living under the ground. We'd have no idea who Esau is. We'd have no idea what he does, what's his attributes, that he's still on the earth today. We wouldn't know what to look out for. Those are sitting ducks. Those are like sheep without a shepherd, But now that we've woke up to the truth, we understand who Esau is, and we can look out for what he does and things that would entangle us into his traps. And we understand that, like you said, he covers the faces of the judges thereof. It was a so-called black man as the governor, and he wasn't able to do nothing. Covered his face. He can't see, the righteousness. He's supposed to bring righteousness out and judgment. He didn't do his job. Nobody did their job. But yeah, to your last precept that you got in Deuteronomy, they definitely did besiege us. Roundabout. Can you give me that one more time? That 52 in Deuteronomy 28.
52. It's Deuteronomy 28 and 52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until the high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trusteth throughout all thy land. And he
Mm-hmm.
shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the
Mm.
Lord thy God hath given thee.
Con. So this dog just, came up against us. We thought we were secure because we can lock a front door, the back door. We can put some bars on a window. I got a shotgun. Nah, man. Esau don't play. Hey, I said it the other day. I said we got to remember the only rule to the game when you playing with Esau is it ain't no rules. It ain't no
That's
rule.
right.
He gonna tell you the rules of this and the rules. It ain't no rules, man. They are trying to prosecute and persecute Netanyahu over there in Israel because he's for war crimes. He's breaking the rules of engagement. You can't bomb innocent people supposedly, but they don't understand. Netanyahu say I can do what I want to do. You understand? I'm a white
Right.
man. I'm the devil. You don't know? Don't you know? You know what I mean? That's what we do. And so with black people, it trips me out every time I hear black. Nah, man, because all we got to do is say that we sovereign citizens and prove that we was here first and we go to the courthouse. Man, none of that. They don't care about none of that. Nothing.
None of it.
Esau don't care about nothing you talking about. You know what I mean? You better
Right.
get right. You know what I mean? You better understand, man. Keep these laws, man. You working with the devil. That's who you dealing with.
Mm-hmm. That's
Shalom,
right.
brother Rez.
Shalom, brother Reggie.
Oh,
Let's see.
con. He said, hope all is well and just
Con.
wanted to thank you all for all the dedication y'all put in for the Most High and for the lost sheep. Trust and believe me, I need to hear y'all. All praise to the Most High. Shalom, God. Hey, we need you. We need to hear you. We need to hear from you. You know what I mean? This is comforting
Con.
to us. And it lets us know, man, that we ain't just doing this for nothing, man. It's a lot of hardships that we go through to put on this in a fellowship with our brethren, but we love it, and we
Con.
appreciate the
Nothing
fellowship
but
that we
love.
get from our brothers and sisters. Con. Shalom. Con.
Shalom, Debronsky.
Con. Shalom, King. Shalom, bro.
No holds
Yeah, hope.
barred.
Right. When you dealing with him, you better recognize, hey, man, every
Right.
man for himself, man. You gotta handle
Yeah,
your
the
business.
gloves will
I was
be
just telling
off.
my daughters, yeah. I was just telling my daughters today, man, like our women are princesses. They're not supposed to be physical and doing all of this type of stuff. But man, ever since, I got several daughters, you know what I mean? Didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
son till late. And ever since I had a daughter, I always wanted to, you know what I mean, teach her, hey, yeah, we doing push-ups. You know what I mean? You still gonna be a woman, you're gonna be a girly girl. You ain't none of that other funny stuff going on, but you're gonna have to know how to handle your own business because we're in the land of captivity, we're in the land of our enemies, and you never know when you might have to fight for your life.
That's right.
It's just going back to, like I said, man, ain't no rules dealing with Esau.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Let's keep on going on the video, man. I get long-winded. I apologize.
No, you good. You good, Cap. Just let me know when you want me to stop again.
Con.
A police officer, another police officer, and a policewoman who was married to one of the police officers.
I want to go back to Ramona, Africa, the sole adult survivor of the attack, describing what happened after the bomb was dropped on her house.
And without any announcement or warning or anything, they dropped that bomb on the roof of our home. Now, at that point, we didn't know exactly what they had done. We heard the loud explosion. The house kind of shook, but it never entered my mind that they dropped a bomb on us. But the bomb did, in fact, ignite a fire. And not long after that, it got very, very hot in the house and the smoke was getting thicker. At first, we thought it was tear gas, but as it got thicker, it became clear that this wasn't tear gas, that this was something else. And then we could hear the trees outside of our house crackling and realized that our home was on fire. And we immediately tried to get our children, our animals, our dogs and cats, and ourselves out of that blazing inferno.
Africa, sole adult survivor of the attack. So talk about who died, Lynn, how people tried to escape and what happened.
Yes, The inside the house were at that point 5 children aged 7 to 13 years old. They perished along with 6 adults. One of the 6 adults was the founder of the MOVE organization, John Africa. A number of MOVE members tried to escape, and as you've indicated, Ramona was the sole surviving adult. There was a child named Bertie Africa, who later became Michael Ward. They were able to escape. When they were coming out, we heard gunfire. And it was later determined that police fired on the escaping MOVE members, driving some of them back into the house. But in the convoluted logic that many of us have seen over the last year from grand juries in St. Louis County and in New York and in Southern Ohio, where the guy was shot in a Walmart, the grand jury, under the control of Philadelphia prosecutors, determined that MOVE members ran back into the house not because police were firing at them, but because they mistakenly believed that police were firing at them, and or they ran back to intentionally commit suicide.
And Lynn, what were the main conclusions of
Can
the
you run
MOVE
that back real
commission
quick,
that
Doug?
was established subsequent to
About
that
20
tragedy?
seconds. Man,
Well, the
this
MOVE
story
commission
got stories inside of. Good
That
gracious.
would right. It's like was it like that movie Inception? It's a story inside of a story inside of a story.
Man, good gracious.
Right.
not because police were firing at them, but because they mistakenly believed that police were firing at them, and or they ran back to intentionally commit suicide.
And
Do you want to go back further?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, to get the
Okay.
whole little
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. Yeah.
Salakia.
New York and in Southern Ohio, where the guy was shot in a Walmart. The grand jury, under the control of Philadelphia prosecutors, determined that MOVE members ran back into the house not because police were firing at them, but because they mistakenly believed that police were firing at them, and or they ran back to intentionally commit suicide.
And Lynn, what were the main conclusions of the MOVE commission that was established subsequent to that tragedy?
Well, the MOVE Commission, which was a panel that the Mayor Good had set up to investigate it, but had no power to do anything other than make recommendations, found monumental incompetence on the part of all city officials, from the mayor through the managing director to the police director, or should I say the police commissioner. One of the findings, though, I think one of the most prominent findings, was that the deaths of those children were unjustified homicides, and they recommended a criminal investigation and also charges to be brought. The grand jury determined that they were not unjustified homicides, that the deaths were as a result of this proposed or presumed suicide, and they came to many startling conclusions, one of which was the bomb that was dropped on the children. There was no illegality there because the force of the bomb only applied to the adults in the house, as if the bomb could blow up and the fire could burn and it wouldn't impact the children. It was absolutely ridiculous, but it's the kind of convoluted reasoning we see too often with grand juries involving issues of police abuse.
I wanted to turn to imprisoned journalist Mumia Abu-Jamal, who's being
crazy.
held at SCI Mahanoy.
Man,
God.
that is golly. Man.
They said they committed suicide.
They went in. Oh my gosh. Damn. I'm sorry, man. Golly. That's the craziest, man. That's crazy, man. Man.
I can't imagine how the people felt when they got that verdict that it wasn't homicide, you know. that they bombed the people, just like they said. Well, the bomb would just blow up and kill the adults, and the children, you know, they'll be all right.
Yeah, the force was intended for the adults. My goodness, man. And these are the people we say, hey, we just gotta, you know, we got to deal with them. You know, we got to love them. You know, all this type of stuff. Man, they are inventing ways to destroy us and get away with it. You know, they don't even. And we talking about voting and all of this type of stuff. We voted the black man into the office up there that did nothing. We voted the police chief and all of this stuff that was going on. That was us. We did that. We did that. Man, the scriptures say that we not supposed to be voting and you know what I mean? Anybody, man, man.
If it ain't your own people.
Yeah, the leader's
And
supposed to be of
then,
our own people.
that's
And
right.
sometimes our own people ain't even our people, man. You know?
That's true.
Yeah, I wish I said my mother and brother and sisters are these people that's keeping the commandments of the Lord. Paraphrasing.
That's right.
Man, I mean, you they go to court and there's no justice. That's what the Bible says. There's no justice in the land. They said that the brothers went back in the house and committed suicide. That's what happened in the
word.
Oh,
Word. Like he just did, you know, back in the house, back in the fire.
Yeah,
man. It sounds as preposterous when they say, "Yeah, the brother hung himself." You know,
right?
We found him in the woods. He just hung himself and then changed his shoes to a whole nother size. You know, took his clothes off, and hung himself.
Man,
what?
Yeah, and it's so commonplace here in America, man. We know what to expect. We so desensitized. We just like, oh man, it's another day. You know, they dropped a bomb on a neighborhood. Let me read a little bit about the the group that they dropped, the organization in Philadelphia. This is the Wikipedia. It says, MOVE, the Christian Movement for Life, is a communal organization that advocates for nature, laws, and natural living. Founded in 1972 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States by John Africa, born Vincent Leppert. The name styled in all capital letters is not an acronym. MOVE lived in a communal setting in West Philadelphia, abiding by the philosophies of anarcho-primitivism. The group combined revolutionary ideology, similar to that of the Black Panthers, with work for animal rights. MOVE is particularly known for two major conflicts. With the Philadelphia Police Department in 1978, a standoff resulted in the death of one police officer and injuries to 16 officers and firefighters, as well as members of the MOVE organization. 9 members were convicted of killing the officer, and each received prison sentences of 30 to 100 years. In 1985, another firefight ended when a police helicopter dropped 2 bombs onto the roof of the MOVE compound, a townhouse located at 6221 Osage Avenue. The resulting fire killed 6 MOVE members and 5 of their children and destroyed 65 houses in the neighborhood. The police bombing was strongly condemned. The MOVE survivors later filed a civil suit against the city of Philadelphia and PPD and were awarded $1.5 million in a 1996 settlement. Other residents displaced by the destruction of the bombing filed a civil suit against the city in 2005, were awarded $12.83 million in damages in a jury trial. And I bet you they had to give however much percent of that to taxes and all of that. But I mean, Esau's so wicked, man, that they killed kids, 5 kids, 6 members, you know, talking about they killed one, and no telling what happened on that one. I wish I could have did a little research on the first one where they say in 78 where the policeman got killed, and they gave out them football numbers to the brothers in the MOVE movement. Now,
I was just letting out a sigh, really.
Okay.
Man,
don't get me wrong. We're not advocating for the teachings of this MOVE movement. I'm not familiar with them. You know, I'm just showing you how your own government can do you. You know, even David Koresh You know, David Koresh there in remember that back in the 90s, early 90s, the guy he was like a antichrist in Texas. He was in gosh, what part
Name
of
sound
Texas was he?
familiar.
Yeah, man, you look him up. David Koresh was a white guy, had a whole bunch of black members. He was actually in like a football stadium. No, it might have been a big building. It was really big venue he had with a bunch of black people, sort of like Jim Jones. Um,
Right.
not just black people, but a lot of black people. And he told everybody he had them believing that he was Christ. He was in gosh, what part of Texas was that? If you remember in the chat, put that in the comment section. He was in man, I can't think of that part of Texas. Anyway, held up there. They went in there and killed him. And a lot of the members, I believe, they but I don't remember them dropping no bomb on him. I think they went in there with the tear gas and stuff like that and shot a bunch of people, whatever
Well,
happened. Gosh, I
hey,
can't believe I
I
remember
just
that.
pulled it up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in Waco.
Waco, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
I
in
was a kid,
Waco.
but I remember that because I remember
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Nate,
Yeah, water. Con. You remember Bill? Yeah, I remember that that there you go. Look. Con. Appreciate y'all in
yeah,
the chat. Yeah, because I
water,
remember
the water.
he was like one of the antichrists, you know what I mean? A antichrist, because there's many of them. But I don't remember them doing,
Right.
going to that extent. 10,000 bullets and held up, they killing kids and everything, man. Our people get done the
Nah.
worst.
Even as I look at this, shoot. Even if I'm looking at it, it looks like something might have caught fire. ATF went in here as I'm looking at it, it just says smoke and fire. Like
Yeah.
it's known as the Waco siege.
Yeah.
Or the Waco massacre. Dang.
It was a
Hey,
bunch of
maybe
people that died, don't get me
we might
wrong.
have to go into this.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's biblically based. So yeah, we can bring that up. We can go back to that because they had a lot of black people, even Jim Jones. We ain't coming out. Oh yeah, they was held up in there. Yeah. We ain't
Yeah.
coming out. Oh, that's
51
Waco. We
days.
ain't. He said that's an acronym for what? God, we ain't coming out. And sadly, and I'm not laughing at the situation. Sadly, a lot
Man.
of our people, got caught up in that mess because we don't know what what is that scripture? We just follow anything. We'll follow anything, just like this movement. The brother, John Africa or whatever his name was. He started the movement, and everybody changed their last name to Africa. And if they would have done a little more research, they would have realized that we're not African. We are the children of Israel. But they were led
They
astray.
trying to hide that.
Yeah. They following this brother, Africa, and primitive. They were talking about how they had primitive. They wanted to go back to primitive ways where you hunt and gather for your food. They didn't deal with medicine, like going to the hospital and stuff. They didn't deal with none of that. And I can understand some of that to a certain extent, and just being in this captivity makes us think like that. It makes us think in all these wild and different ways that we wouldn't normally do, because we just want to be saved. We want to be out of this thing. We want out of this captivity, and our people are just, begging to get
looking
out.
for a way.
Yeah, just looking for a way, King. That's right.
Shoot,
Sadly,
I feel that way.
Yeah.
Get away
And
from
we
it.
all have, man. We all have. Anything. That's why a lot of us resist the Bible, because we feel like it's a white man's book, and the white man, we understand that much, that the white man is no good, and anything that he gives us can't be anything good. So man,
they don't do anything that ain't for their own benefit.
Right.
That's how it always been.
Yeah. Man, where is it? Scripture I'm looking
for.
Where the preachers, we were I think it's in Jeremiah. The preachers, he said the shepherds, we had them on we took the sheep on every high hill on I just brought it out the other day. For some reason I'm having a brain fog. But we basically, the shepherds took the sheep and just had them over here, and we were over there. We were in all of these different things, and just like we brought out earlier in Jeremiah, we traded the Most High God for all of these other gods that aren't really gods. And that's how we get into this trouble, man. We're following anything. David Koresh there in Waco, Jim Jones, this brother, and the only one that's going to redeem us out of this captivity is the Messiah, Yahweh Shai.
I'm trying to think where that's at.
Yeah, I thought it was in Jeremiah. Nevertheless, it's all good. I'll find it. I'll find it, but yeah, we keep on going on it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and bring it. I'll keep moving on it.
Kind.
He reported extensively on Move before he was convicted of killing a police officer, crime he says he did not commit. Last month, he recorded a new essay for the 30th anniversary of the Move bombing from prison.
May 13th at 30. Why should we care what happened on May 13th, 1985? I mean, seriously. That was 30 years ago, a long time ago, way back when. Know what I mean? Most people won't say that, but they think that. Why, indeed? I'll tell you why. Because what happened then is a harbinger of what's happening now all across America. I don't mean bombing people, not yet, that is. I mean the visceral hatreds and violent contempt once held for Move is now visited upon average people, not just radicals and revolutionaries like Move. In May 1985, police officials justified the vicious attacks on Move children by saying they too were combatants. In Ferguson, Missouri, as police and National Guard confronted citizens, guess how cops described them in their own files? Enemies. Enemy combatants, anyone? Then look at 12-year-old Tamir Rice of Cleveland. Boys, men, girls, women, it doesn't matter. When many people stood in silence, or worse, in bitter acquiescence to the bombing, shooting, and carnage of May 13, 1985, upon Move, they opened the door to the ugliness of today's police terrorism from coast to coast. There is a direct line from then to now. May 13, 1985 led to the eerie RoboCop present. If it had been justly and widely condemned then, there would be no now, no Ferguson, no South Carolina, no Los Angeles, no Baltimore. The barbaric police bombing of May 13, 1985, and the whitewash of the murders of 11 Move men, women, and children opened a door that still has not been closed. We are today living with those consequences. From Imprisoned Nation, this is Mumia Abu Jamal.
Mumia Abu Jamal recorded that commentary in prison. Last night, a prison nurse called Abu Jamal's wife and told her he'd been moved to the hospital for a second time this year. His supporters say they're concerned. He had a fever and open wounds and sores on his leg. That does it for our show on this 30th anniversary of the Move bombing. Thanks so much to Lynn Washington in Philadelphia. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez for another.
Man, hey, brother, at the end, man, hey, he had some points. He said, yeah, they do this, you know what I mean? But this going to become commonplace. It's going to be something that they're going to do. Not just, it ain't just going to be on, you know what I mean? We ain't going to just be able to look back on it. They're going to start doing that to, whoever they justify and say, oh yeah, they're extremists. They're radicalists, such as the so-called Black Hebrew Israelites on the corner. I saw something the other day that they were trying to pass a bill where they say that, if you're outside or on the street corner reading the Bible out loud, that you would be it'd be against the law. You're considered a extremist. Or
Hey, Salakia.
Yeah.
When I went down there to Georgia, they were
Uh-huh.
talking about that. Because it's a brother that we met while we were down there, and he was telling us how in New York they've set a law that you cannot speak anti-Semitic speech on the streets. That also includes the Bible, right?
Man.
And they were passing that in Georgia, and hey, it sounds like the same thing you're talking about right now.
Right. Right. Man. So they, they're gonna come up with some things. Um, they're coming up with laws to go against. It's against us, the children of Israel. It's
That's
against
right.
us. You got your precept, King. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that in just a second, God. He got a
Yeah, I'm
few of them
already
up here.
got my fingers in it.
Okay. Let me get this one real quick. Um,
Mhm.
this is Isaiah chapter 29 and verse number 20. It says, "For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off." These are the ones that he's talking about. He says, "That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught." Just by saying that word anti-Semitism. Oh, they're doing this, and that. They make you an offender for a word. You're gonna catch a felony. You're gonna be put up. You know what I mean? They're gonna do this and that to you just for reading the word of the Bible, just for saying that we are the real Jews. They coming out with that. They weaponizing that. You know what I mean? On us. And who's on the front line? These brothers that you look, you know what I mean? It's the brothers out there that's going out there, you know what I mean? That every Shabbat on the street corners, risking your lives and stuff like that. That's what they're going
Right.
to do. That's what the scripture said. Let me get one more to go with this, guy.
Go ahead.
It popped in my mind, and then they're going to justify killing people like that. Oh, they were, we're better off without them. They're preaching division. They're doing this and that. They were radicalists. It says, I'm gonna Salakia. I'm on Revelation chapter 2 and verse number 9. Salakia. Lost my place. It says, "I know your works and tribulation and poverty, but you are rich." We out here, what I mean? We ain't, like you said, we ain't monetarily rich out here on these highways and byways, but and we don't have money to give out and things like that. But what we do have is the gift of the Most High, His word, His laws, statutes, and commandments, and we can put our brothers and sisters in remembrance of that, so that they can come into the kingdom, Most High willing. But the Bible says, "I know your works and tribulation and poverty, but you are rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan." Those are the ones that are passing these laws that we can't tell on them, that we can't point them out and show who they really are. Those are the ones that are the synagogue of Satan. Verse number 10 is the point. It says, "Fear none of those things which you shall suffer." That means we're going to suffer. But the Most High said, don't fear it. He said, "Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison." The so-called Edomite, the Amalekite, you know what I mean? These dogs, these devils that are going to do these things to us, the Bible calls them devils. These people that are going to do these things to us, the Bible says, "The devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be you faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death." That's our reward.
That's right.
You got to go.
Hey, that reminded me of the Beatitudes, right?
Come.
That Christ, when he brought that up, he said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven."
That's right.
That's Matthew 5:3, and then it says in verse 10, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake,
Come.
for theirs is the kingdom of heaven."
That's right. For righteousness' sake.
For
You know?
righteousness' sake. That's the point. Like it's, hey, we'll go out here and we'll do what we need to do, like it's, and teach the people, and then things will happen, and like it's, and we'll know why, because we're blessed.
Right. Right. Because we're righteous. And the Most High already set it up. He told us what's going to happen. So, you know, we believe it. We know.
Yeah, when it happened, we just like, dang. Hey, the scriptures ain't never lied.
Right. So if I got to suffer this, just like the scriptures say, I get to inherit the blessings, just like the scriptures say too.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean? Yeah. All praise to the Most High.
Hey, let me bring up those scriptures that Chief put in there.
I'll grab a couple too.
I've got Isaiah 59 and 18. And it reads, according to their deeds, accordingly, he will repay. Fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies. To the islands, he will repay recompense.
That's right. That's right.
Most High ain't forgot about it.
Heck no. Heck no. Man, hey, they gonna laugh now and cry later.
That's
I've
right.
got Second Ezra 15 and 20.
Right.
It says, behold, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them. Like as they do, yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. A fire is gone forth from his wrath, and hath consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh. I will not spare them. Go your way, you children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. Right. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and you shall remain in them. For Yahweh shall not deliver you, because you have sinned against him. Amen.
Come on.
Come. Yeah, that's right, King. Jeremiah 50 and 6. I peeped it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how I passed it up because we be going to that one and 50 and 17 right there. But what we got there? First Kings?
Yeah, First Kings 22 and 7. That's the one he thought you were looking for about the sheep on the hill.
Oh, yeah. Nah, it was Jeremiah 50 and 6. Golly. That was a good one.
Chief came in clutch with that.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse number 6. My people hath been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. And that's everybody that has turned us away from the truth of the Bible, you know. Whether it was Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, inadvertently, you know, I'm sure they heart was in a good place, but they haven't, you know, fully turned us to the truth. And the Most High just set it up that way.
Right.
Verse number 7, it says, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. That's why the so-called white man is able to do what we have done, because the key point in there is we have sinned against the Most High God, our power.
That's
we
right.
sinned against them, you know, and that's why they're able to do what we do. That's why we say we every Shabbat we out there repent, come back to the Most High God. You know, let something wicked, more wicked, and worse come upon us.
That's right. Man, the Most High is merciful. Hey, that just imagine, like just like while we watched this evening, how destruction came, just like that. That could be us. That could be us today.
Right.
Most High could take us, like it could set up the enemy to take us out. Like it ain't nothing because of our wickedness.
Right. And you know, we still, I'm not sure if we don't go into Jacob's trouble much, but we need to. Jacob's trouble is coming up, and that's something that, you know, it's going to be a bad time on earth. You know, I may hit a few precepts on that one. Where's that in second Esdras?
How about they no they like it, or which part are you trying to get to?
Yeah, I think it was. Let me get to it. It's talking about your houses are going to be raffled, and was that second? Is it? Yeah, I think I got it. Second Esdras 16 and verse number 68.
Okay. All right, I got you. Second Ezra 16 and 68.
Kind.
For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols.
Mm-hmm.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot.
That's basically going into, hey, you know what I mean? When Jacob's trouble around, you ain't keeping the laws, they know that they got you. You eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, they know you ain't keeping the laws, you ain't one of the elect, they got you. You're going to be trodden underfoot. Keep on going, God.
Con. Oh, I dropped it. Hold on.
Verse 70.
70. There it is.
Uh-huh.
For there shall be in every place, in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Right.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiled and destroying those that fear the Lord.
They're gonna be getting up on some of us, man. You know what I mean? Because we fear the Lord. And Esau, his blessing is the weapon. His blessing is the sword. So they got a lot of weapons. You know what I mean? They got a lot of swords. They got a lot of gifts, you know, of destruction. But that's only carnal. That's only temporary. Keep on going, God.
Con. For they shall waste and take away their goods and catch them out of their houses.
They're gonna be robbing us. You know what I mean?
Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Right, because if you're going through this turmoil and this destruction, then it's going to be evident. Because they only going to be doing it on people that they say we don't got to keep the law. Those are the people that are you know, the anti-Semitic. So they don't matter. We can do this to them. You know what I mean? It's going to be a law, like we talking about.
Mm-hmm. And they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Keep on going on that.
You want more on that?
Yes, sir.
Con. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
The Most High promised that He's going to deliver us from it. You know, that's what we're banking on. He's going to deliver us from it. Keep on going.
Be ye not afraid nor doubt, for God is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord God. Let not your sins weigh up, Salaki. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
It's not a time to go back into your sins that you've been, you know what I mean? You remembering them past years and all. It's not the time for us to go backwards. The Lord said it ain't the time for us to go backwards, because He say in another place in the scriptures that though you were righteous all your days and then you get caught in your sin and you die.
That's it.
That's the end of it. You know, and vice versa. A man sinned and wicked the whole time, and then he turned from his transgressions and he died, then that man will be accepted. But, you know, it's not a time to turn backwards. Get that last verse 77, the top of that one, Baba Kashai.
Con. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through.
Woe be unto them. Woe be unto them that are you sinning in that day. Hey man, you in trouble, man. And we don't know what day is going to be, but hey, you in trouble. And sin is one of those things that you can't just dibble and dabble with it and say, I'm gonna put it down when I see the plagues going on. Nah, sin is sin for a reason. Sin,
right.
sin attaches itself to you, you know, and the Lord gonna purge out the rebels. You know, we also, some of us gonna go to the wilderness. He gonna purge out the sinners from in there, and it's gonna be 1/3 that make it into the kingdom. The elect are gonna make it. So you know, we need to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of our fathers that the Most High God gave us, so that we can avoid these things. You know.
That's right. Oh, I had I'm just gonna let me back off of your previous point,
Yeah.
because I guess the Most High, he ain't having that in that day. And
Mm.
he's giving warning throughout the whole Bible, like it's, hey, you sin, you gonna die.
That's right.
And I'm gonna go to Second Ezra, because I thought this is where you're going when I heard you say Second Ezra. Like it's Second Ezra 15 and 22, and it says, "My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. The fire is gone forth from his wrath, and have consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him.
Right.
And therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction."
Hey, the Most High not playing. He coming for
Not at
vengeance
all.
now. He coming for vengeance. But those of his people that still never turn towards him, you was never with him. You know, I hope it's gonna be a bad day when he had to say, "I never knew you." Yahweh forbid, man. You know what I mean? Yahweh forbid.
I'm gonna grab that Proverbs 26 and 6. No, 26 and 11.
Yeah.
Salakia. This is Proverbs 26 and verse 11. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly.
And we don't need to be fools returning to our folly. We gotta leave off from those sins. All that wickedness, right. We gotta leave off from that.
Okay, we already know what comes from sin. They said the wages of sin, which wages are something that you've earned. So the things you've earned, like the wages of sin, the things you earned is death. Right. So them works you did, those sin, you thought you were gonna get away with it. That ain't nobody looking. Hey, the Most High, you know, it's dark outside. He can't see me. You know, he don't see what I'm doing. Hey, he saw that, and you're gonna get paid. You're gonna get your payment for it.
Yeah, you got to get paid. He gonna pay you. Mm-hmm. He gonna pay you. You know what I mean? Good and bad. You gonna pay. I'm gonna read Psalm 64 real quick, not the whole thing, just a little few verses, just to go in on this video that we watched, which is an atrocity and it's appalling. And I really like the last part. I'm gonna try to do a little more research to see exactly what these brothers and sisters believed. I apologize for, this was kind of short notice. We had a long week last week, at the hospital and visiting brothers, and 1/3 of us sick, and just all types of things that go on. Right. We had also got a few. We had a debate with a brother. A long debate too. It's we're gonna have to break that up in a couple segments. So we'll put that out. But just then we did Shabbat. We had a lot of things going on, but nevertheless, we're here right before you. Right. So I'm not gonna hold you long. Let me just get a couple more precepts, and then we'll get out of here. But this is Psalm 64. It says, "Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear and declare the works of Yahweh, for they shall wisely consider of his doings. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord and trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. I apologize, I did lie. I read the whole thing, but it's
Hey,
deep,
it's
man.
good. Hey,
Kind,
you gotta go into all of it.
Yeah, you got to sometime. And that's deep, you know. It's talking about the wicked, man. It's talking about Esau. Right there, you know. That's what he does. Shoot at us in secret. You know, he laying snares and traps for us. So we got to keep the commandments, and we're gonna bypass a lot of this stuff, y'all.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we got it. That's why it's important that we get together, we gather together, and we return to these laws, statutes, and commandments, like
right.
it's so that we can avoid all these troubles. Well, you know, we ain't gonna get out through all of them because you know we gotta go through the fire so that we can come out as pure gold. But hey, the Most High, he got like he told Jeremiah. He said, I know my thoughts towards you. Thoughts were good that you haven't expected in. So
That's
if
right.
you do it, so if you're doing wicked, you know what your end is.
Right.
And if you're righteous, you know he promises the kingdom of heaven.
That's right. That's right. It's all about discipline. Discipline yourselves. Well, I don't need that. I don't need to do that no more. I want the kingdom. Discipline myself, man. Let me cut that off from my life. You know, let me get into these scriptures. Let me get closer to the Lord. Because like you said, that thing could happen to any one of us. You know, them people that died in that fire and that bomb, they wasn't necessarily waiting on the end of the world. That was the end of the world for them that day. You know what I mean? They ain't waiting on Jacob's. That was Jacob's trouble right then. Happens every day, really. You know.
Right.
King, let me just to you know, just to give you a reminder of what the Most High going to do. Do you mind giving me Obadiah? What is that? Jacob a fire and Joseph a flame.
I got you. One of my favorites.
Mine
I
too.
think we start at 17. I like starting up at 17. And this Obadiah verse 17. I would say chapter 1, but it's only one chapter.
Yeah, right.
It's verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness. In the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
Right.
In the house of Jacob shall be a fire. In the house of Joseph a flame. In the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken.
Hey, the Lord pronounced that, not us. You know, the brother. I'm gonna let Hezekiah speak on it, but the brother that we was debating the other day said, "Man, y'all brothers wishing in evil and thinking evil towards the other nations and this and that." I said, brother, we just telling you what the Bible say. The Lord said that, and it's a reason He said it. I mean, look at the videos we bringing out. This is just wicked. I mean, I can see if it was one instant. These are just. I mean, we can keep on going.
Hey, we got all the receipts for Esau.
Con. And the Lord said this. There's going to be none remaining of the house of Esau. That's how wicked He made him. And He knows He has to remove him from the face of the planet. There will be no peace. The Lord said that. The Lord said we're going to get our get back. Jacob, what did it say? Judah going to be a fire and Joseph a flame?
Right.
And Esau going to be stubble. We're going to get our get back.
Jacob going to be
fire
that
your ass up. For real.
You know what's so funny about that when we talk about that? Like they ain't got no smoke for the Lord. Like when He destroyed the whole world and saved 8 people. But we getting rid of one group of people and they y'all brothers evil.
Right.
Y'all speaking wicked in your hearts.
Man. And we reading it verbatim. Thus saith the Lord.
We just want righteousness in the earth.
That's right.
And we can see that there's no righteousness in these people. You might have a few here and there, but the majority is all in for it. They're like, yes, hey, they just like when we were on Mount Sinai and we consented to do the law of the Lord, they consented to do the evil in their hearts.
That's right.
And they set up governments and laws against us. And to be honest, we don't even see all these laws that get passed. So we don't know what they set up against us.
At all.
That's that secret council, right?
Right.
That crafty council.
And then one thing is they'll tell us one thing and do another. Oh yeah, vote for me. I do this, and that. They don't. Hey,
man. That's why. And it's about that time to start. People gonna start trying to come out. I need to get elected for president. It's gonna be about that time. They're gonna start. Like you're gonna get Biden out here again. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Right. All that propaganda and manipulation.
And Trump, Trump trying to adhere to the melanated with them Trump Air Forces or whatever they had.
Them shoes, Man, nobody paying attention to that, dog.
Man. But that's it's some cool Negro out there.
Yeah, that's
he got a pair of them.
Yeah.
He wearing them to the club.
My goodness, man. How people embarrass me sometimes, man. It's embarrassing. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing sometimes. If I didn't know about the 2/3, man, I'd go crazy.
Right. Trying to save everybody, man.
Right.
That's what we're trying to do. But hey, on another note, hey, Chief, you gotta start buying them. You know why I told you that? Why I say that to you? You gotta get it. You gotta get them in wholesale.
What's that?
Them Trumps. Chief know what I'm talking about. Chief know what I'm talking about.
He trying to get some air Trumps.
Nah. Chief know what we were talking about. We're gonna ride the wave. Hey, we're gonna profit off the heathen.
Oh man. Golly.
Oh man.
Oh, you want us to get verse 10 on that Obadiah?
Oh, verse 10. I got you.
Yeah.
Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Man, I'm telling you, it said cut off forever. Like it wasn't. I don't know too many people that get cut off and then it say forever and they come back.
Nah. I'll praise the Most High for that. Yeah, that's comforting too.
That's very comforting.
Yeah.
Because we know that the Most High, he took the clay, he made the vessels, one for honor and one for dishonor.
Right.
And then he had, like it says, I think that's in Romans, he said that he had long suffering towards the vessels, and he just let it sit. He said, I'm gonna let it cook, and then once it's ready, hey, I'm tossing that baby.
Right.
And it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be a smorgasbord. It's gonna be a slaughter, a great slaughter, like it say when it talks about the day of the Lord.
All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High for that thing. And that's why, just knowing the truth, and knowing what's coming, that's comforting. Knowing that they gonna get there. Being in Christianity, you got to be stupid and crazy because you just thinking, gotta forgive them and pat them on the back, and then we, heaven come, we're gonna forget all about it and all of that. But the Most High said he ain't forgetting. He ain't forgetting, and he's gonna send his son to handle business. All praises to the Most High. He's our Redeemer, He is our Redeemer. That's who we're waiting on.
But that's all on the Most High too, because the people don't want to keep the commandments. That is, he blinded them.
Yeah,
he blinded these people because they wouldn't turn back to the Most High. He gave them over to their vile affections. Yeah. They want to love their true enemy, the one that's smiling in their face and then stabbing them in the back,
setting poison in their water and in the air, extincting the animals and building everything and knocking in all the woods and the animals running out in the street getting killed and then feeding us fake meat, poisoning. Just anything diabolical they can think of, just wicked. got a remedy. So not even a real remedy, but got a so-called cure for certain diseases, but charge you your life for it. And
Kind. Just like they say it. They're like it. There's no profit in a cure. You know, you can't make like it. You just fix the remedies of it. Like it. That's where the money's at.
Right.
And that go back to talking about earlier with Esau. Man, they just want things. They just want money.
Right.
Like it. You could heal the whole earth. You could go around if y'all care so much for everybody. Like it's these other countries give them the vaccines that you say that fix things and cure things, but they're like, nah, we'll give out 100 people this
Yeah.
to make it look like we're doing something good.
Yeah, we got to make the money off of it first.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to make some money off of it first. We got to get stupid, wealthy, and rich, and all that type of stuff, man. They just wicked, man. We in hell. If you don't understand it, we in hell, man. We in hell. Some people love it here.
And I got a verse for that about the Most High. It just came to my mind. It's Psalms 110.
Want me to get it?
I got it. It said, he shall judge among the heathen. He should fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many nations.
Wow.
He shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head. So with a great slaughter, he gonna take out the evil of the earth, and then he gonna lift the head of his people to put us at the top.
Right.
That's in the Bible. Let a Christian tell you we made that up. We interpreted it wrong.
Yeah. Nah, he tell us that we ain't got to be ashamed nor confounded. We are the world without end. That's Israel. Right. I pulled this out the other day. I'm gonna pull it out again before we close up. But I'm what was that? Some Salakia.
You good?
26, 126. Where am I? Salak. There it is. Yeah, here it is. It says Psalms 126 from the top. It says, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, this is what the heathen gonna say, the Lord hath done great things for them.
Right.
This is what we gonna say. The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad. Turn again our captivity, O Lord, as the streams in the south. We can't wait till the Lord do this thing for us, man. You know what I mean? And the heathen, they're gonna behold it. They're gonna get to behold it. Yes, the Lord has done great things for them. We went through much tribulation. Shalom, sis. Shalom, sis.
Oh, shalom.
Been missing the lives. Oh man, yeah. You gotta get. Hopefully, you must not be getting the notifications. Hopefully, you already locked in. What is it? Liked and subscribed on that thing.
Yeah, make sure to hit that bell, and make sure when you hit the bell that it has all notifications, because they try to play you with that notification bell. You hit it, and they'll be like, sometimes, every once in a while.
Yeah, I noticed that because I don't get no notifications for Kana Allah, the lion. You know what I mean? I don't get notifications.
I had to go back. I had to look through my subscribe, and that brother just had he got a series going on. Have you seen it? The crazy things Christians say.
Nah, I ain't seen it.
Yeah, you gotta catch it. Hey, anybody else there? You gotta catch his brother's channel.
Kana the lion.
Not only is it edifying, it's entertaining too. So
yeah, it's a fellow brother, you know what I mean, with the camp. And Tanisha Davis, all praises to the Most High, princess. Sister reached out to us before, and since we're here, we try to be here on Tuesdays 7:30. We do Tuesday night time travel, where we review an old, something happened in the past, while little known facts and things that happen, to our people. And also, on Thursdays, 7:30, we do Thankful Thursdays. All praise to the Most High. You right.
Those.
So 7:30, at this channel, Most High willing, we'll be here, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But yes, brother King, 1/3 of us is in the chat, so he's not with us, but he's with us on the chat, and he wanted to remind everybody about the Passover we got coming up. That is Sunday, April 21st. We'll be doing the Passover. Hit us up for details if you don't already have those. You got the Gmail on there?
Oh, let me pull that up. Salaki, I was up here messing with trying to pull up the calendar. I got you.
Oh, no, you got it, King. Contact is right there. The Gmail is right there on the screen. If you want to if you need to RSVP, please do so. It's just next month, y'all. You know what I mean? We got a month and a half. Get your garments ready. We're gonna actually coming up. We got we had a suggestion to do a topic for a live, so we will get to that. But we also are going to come up with do a live on the what we need to do to prepare ourselves for Passover. Such as getting the leaven out of our systems. And what'd you say, Ken? You got it.
No, I was saying that we're gonna give you a lesson. We're gonna get you prepared for Passover. So you're not just at Passover, just there, right?
Right.
Like it says, you come before the Lord. You want to come. You don't want to come empty-handed, and you definitely want to make sure that you got your spirit right. And we want to make sure that, like it is, your sacrifice of coming out there for the Passover and giving praise to the Most High is not seen in vain. You come up unclean, anything like that. So we're gonna make sure that we take care of that for you, and we're gonna be laying out some lessons leading up to Passover.
Because it's not just about Passover; it's also Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is 8-day celebration. Is all intertwined. So we'll get into all of that, and Most High willing, and get everybody prepared to come and fellowship and worship, and keep the high holy days.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a beautiful thing. We looking forward to it.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Been looking for it. Brothers out here trying to make sure you have a beautiful Passover. I ain't gonna say too much, but brothers out here, we want y'all to enjoy yourselves. We want you to make sure this is a Passover you'll be talking about. And brothers are diligent. Just the time that brothers are putting in behind the scenes to make sure that these things get taken care of, so that we can give praise to the Most High above all things.
That's right. And especially if it's your first time, even if it's not, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's people's first time fellowshipping. Like it won't be my first Passover, but it'll be my first Passover fellowshipping with anyone outside of my family. So I'm looking forward to it, man. All special people gonna be there. We're gonna have an awesome time. It's gonna be cool, real cool. All praises to the Most High. It's gonna be real cool.
Right.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Keeping the high holy days and glorifying the Most High.
Right.
Yes, it's time to remember. What Chief said, he ain't missing it. Con, we gotta get you better though, God. You know what I mean? We gotta get you better, man.
Hey, y'all raise up some prayers for Chief.
Yes. Again, like we mentioned in the beginning, we got a few brothers and sisters that are, need lifting up in prayer. We just mentioned it one more time. You can go back through that list, King.
So we have Brother Kobe. We have also we have Chief, your man. We have Sister Kim and her family, and we have Sharika as well.
Right.
And of course, got my sister Janisha.
and all the brothers and sisters on the highways and byways, even if you're not on the highways and byways, we pray that all of Israel be saved. We pray that all
That's
of
right.
Israel, is protected and surrounded, by the angel of the Lord. And so yes, keep us in, lift us all up in your prayers. We all need it. I might be
Hey,
well today, but tomorrow anything can happen. Yahweh forbid. So let's keep each other up and
Con,
lift it up in prayer, and keep on pressing through and pressing forward. Till the Most High come. Till He send His Son to redeem the lost sheep. Uh,
con.
King got the calendar there. If you don't have a calendar for the feast days and high holy day, we actually have a new moon coming up. When is that, King?
Hey, our new moon is March 9th.
March
March
9th.
9th. It's the 13th month. Hey, you don't get a 13th month all the time. It only happens in leap years.
Con.
At least it
So
seems. So,
that's this Shabbat. You know what I mean? So this Saturday evening is going to be the new moon, which is a celebration. You know,
mhm.
you blow up the trumpet, you celebrate, you worship the Most High like you should all the time. And you know, you just remember that it's a new moon, meaning a new month. You know, starting this Saturday at evening. So we'll celebrate that. Hopefully, we should have something planned. We gotta, I know we'll do camp Most High willing, and maybe we'll go, and have what I mean, a Sunday or so. We get together and eat something together. The families or something. We'll do something, but
Right.
if you want a fellowship with us, let us know. There is the Gmail. If anybody wanted to donate, you got the Cash
I'll
App
get
on
the
there.
banner going for you.
Don't get me wrong; it's not mandatory. We're given an opportunity to for charity and alms. Because that covers a multitude of sins.
That's
Like I
right.
said, sister, I don't know if she was a heathen or not. This last Shabbat, I mean, we out there. She hops out the car. Meanwhile, our people walking right past us, and she hops right out the car with money in hand. Hey, I mean, we had to let her know, sis. And I could have said, hey, you can, if you want to donate, you can hit the Cash App, but I wasn't thinking. I just, because that's not normally our MO. We out there to save our people. But
Right.
this so-called stranger comes up and it automatically, oh yeah, I mean, I just like what y'all doing, this and that. But we're gonna get those. We're gonna get some clips up from the previous Shabbat. Also, the what's it called, King? The debate that we had, kind of like a
Hey, we're gonna try to get. I'm gonna try to have that drop. I'm gonna try to have that drop tomorrow. So
yeah,
now, how
yeah,
we gonna drop it down? Like if we're gonna break it up in pieces, hey, because I'll tell you, Israel, it was we were on there contending.
yeah. Oh, we get a little
Man,
spicy at the
it
end.
was it was
Probably the second video you're gonna see at the end. They get a little spicy, not too much, but like
shoot.
she
I might break it up in
Jennifer
a
said.
4 part.
Okay,
I
yeah,
might break that
it's
up in a
something else,
4 part.
But
I don't want.
great
I want to make
edification.
sure I keep the people's. Yeah, I want to make sure they keep the people attention. We ain't trying to stuff you with information because there was a
Yeah.
lot of reading.
Yeah, but we're hitting a lot of points people are going to go to and talk about
Right,
strangers, and the debate was about salvation. Who is salvation for, or can the strangers? Can these other people get salvation? And of course, our position was that it's only for Israel, and the brother's position from Chattanooga, Tennessee, J. Rob, his position was that salvation is for everyone. So, and we're also going to set up another debate with the brother. Um, we're going to schedule that one. So that's great edification. Get your pen and pencil out, because when you are in this truth, you're going to have to eventually contend for the faith, you know. So it's it's going to be interesting. Real good edification, Um,
look at Chief. Look at Chief in the chat.
well,
I mean,
con, con,
we want to see.
con. We're going to drop that thing, most high willing. And
God.
can you think of anything else, God, we didn't touch on?
We got Passover. We touched on that.
New Moon.
Uh, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else other than we got New Moon. Hit
Con,
the Gmail if you want to keep it with us. Because
con.
man, hey, I'll just say it like this: you missed Parim. If you didn't hit
Oh
that Gmail, boy, Parim was beautiful. The gathering was wonderful.
man,
Like
we ain't
yeah,
got no. We got some video from that. We need to put
yeah,
video
we're gonna
pictures
put
up.
that out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man,
we
we went
definitely.
bowling. We hey man, we went bowling and had a great time there. You know what I mean? Fellowship with some other brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? If you were at
Beautiful.
Parim, you know the 2 day celebration. Then we went under the we went under the bridge and did a little charity there. You know, we even stopped and got a fellowship with the brothers and sisters. And had a meal together afterwards. And we had a great time that whole weekend. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Huh?
Oh, with that being said, like for anybody that might want to donate, and they don't have to be money, but if you got clothes to donate, please hit the Gmail up because it seemed like when we were out there, it was
Oh,
a lot of people needed they needed women clothes.
hey, they was on us.
Women,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
women clothes. Yeah,
they were
women clothes.
wanting the women's clothes. You got shoes, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Hey, hit the Gmail, let us know. We'll
and the
figure
men
something
clothes.
out. We want to make sure that we take care of the people.
Con. All praise to the Most High. And lastly, I'd say if you have any suggestions, any topics you want to discuss, any questions,
Hmm.
there's the Gmail there. Leave a comment. You know, if it's anything that we might have missed, you got any suggestions for us for whatever, you know what I mean? Let us know. We love the feedback. We love to hear from our brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? And we will get back to you, Most High willing.
Kind.
Oh, one last thing. We are working on the school, and we didn't want to.
Ooh.
We kind of wanted to wait till after the Passover to introduce it, because we will be having classes at the school where we can get up fellowship, do the new moon, that sort of thing. We kind of wanted to wait until after Passover. I wanted, I wanted to get a jump start on it already and just go ahead, but we may.
Cat wanted to move in today.
Right. Yeah, I
Cat
mean,
wanted, man, he
yeah,
loved the people. He want to gather y'all already.
because I know a lot of people need that. Some people are kind of shy, and some people, we need that and hold each other accountable. It's a family
Right.
thing. You know what I mean? And so we will have that soon. We probably gonna wait. We'll give details at Passover, most high willing, but we may wait till after Passover, probably starting the beginning of May, and twice a month. I think we're starting off twice a month. We'll meet at the classroom on the Shabbat. We will break bread there, do our closing there, and after the brothers come in from camp, the sisters prepare a meal, whatever it is, have fruits and things like that already prepared, and we'll just fellowship there for a little while, break bread with each other, you know what I mean, and we'll dismiss, and that'll be that, and we'll continue to grow as a family. We're bringing this thing out and gathering the lost sheep here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we're going to branch out to the surrounding counties, most high willing, and get as big as the most high will allow us to do, allow us to go. You know what I mean? All by the spirit and
Like
grace
that.
of Yahweh.
Yep. That's what
Yeah,
I
man.
said. That's what I said, Chief. Spoilers.
I be running my mouth, man. You know what I mean?
It.
I be
Hey,
running my mouth.
you just excited for what the Most High is doing. That's
Come,
all it is.
come, come.
And I'm excited too. I can't wait. It's a beautiful thing for us to gather. I
No
always
doubt.
like to bring up my favorite verses in Ecclesiastes or Sirach 25:1. He said
Mm-hmm.
there's three things stood up beautiful before men and the Most High. Like it was the unity of brethren. Like it's a love for a neighbor and a man and a woman that agree together.
That's right. That's right. That
Like
is
it's
beautiful.
so it's a beautiful thing to gather
Come,
together.
come, come. So, yeah. I don't have anything else. You got anything else, Ken?
Nah, I got let me get the verse.
Come. Hey, we appreciate everybody coming out. You know what I mean? Spend some
Yeah.
time with us. However
Mm,
long it was. All praises to the Most
the
High.
water.
Most High willing, we'll be back Thursday. You know what I mean? Thankful Thursday, 7:30, with another one for y'all, and a chance to fellowship. and deal and you know, correspond with you all in the chat or however you'd like to do.
Con. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Hey, let's close it out. Isaiah 61:3.
Right.
And it reads, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness,
right,
that they might be called trees of righteousness.
That's right.
The planting of the Lord, that he, Yahweh, might be glorified.
All praise to the Most High Power, Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai.
All praise.
You know what I mean? Be glorified, Yahweh. You know what I mean? All praise to the Most High. We are going to close out, y'all. Peace and blessings to you till we meet again. We'll be back 7:30, Most High willing, 7:30 Thursday for Thankful Thursdays. And
right.
That's it. I'm Captain Jehu.
I'm General Hezekiah.
Chief Yamea in the chat. Shalom.
Yeah, Chief in the chat. Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala. That's it, sis. Kwam Yasharala.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, sis got the
Kwam
spirit.
Yasharala.
That's right, sis. Rise is real. You know what I mean? Kwam Yasharala.
Rise.
Water for everybody that joined us. Peace and blessings. See y'all soon. Shalom.
Shalom.